Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Sorry.
I apologize that we've commandeered your home.
Think nothing of it.
This is my fight too. You're going after that man in the cathedral, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yes, surely before the day of the calamity that he's warned about. I don't know what he's plotting, but I want nothing more than to foil it. We can't let tragedy that would rob the country of its future come to pass. Not only for the prince, but for Greece as well.
I'd say...
One last matter. I am yet unused to the strange power. Once we take the field again, I will look for another for orders. Alexandar, you seem best suited for the task. That's the role you've been serving thus far, yes?
It'll be all right.
No objections here. He certainly gotten me out of plenty of nasty situation.
All good.
I agree. Are you up for it, Alexandar? You sure about this?
Hold on.
Are you sure I should be giving orders? You're a royal knight.
Fret not.
Think nothing of rank. I'd welcome the advice. May we serve each other well. Okay. I suppose that would make you our captain. A fitting title for a company's tactical authority, no?
For real.
I guess, but sounds so formal. I don't know if I could get used to calling him that.
Now then.
As for when we return to the cathedral, yours is the final say, but we'd be better served by prudence and haste.
Yeah.
Right. So, make sure we're ready for this. Gallica, when it's time to go, you give us a word.
Got it.
Yeah, got it. Stay calm, everyone. You can do this. Quest start. Necromancer takedown. Luisa's necromancer subordinate must be stopped. I need to discover Luisa's whereabouts as well. Who knows what could happen on the day of the prophesied calamity? Days left, 10 until the 21st day of the 6th month. Rank 2 out of 10. It's more like a 3 or 4 out of 10. Operations, mission periods. A mission with a deadline has begun. Meet up with your allies at the catacombs entrance to challenge the Grand Cathedral. Failure to complete your mission by the deadline will result in a game over. You must defeat the Necromancer before the day of calamity. Progressing time. On a given day, you have the time to do one thing in a day and another at night. Dungeons can only be visited during the day, and you'll need your rest that night. If you spend time in town during the day, the night is yours. AKA, you can do one thing during the day, one thing at night, so 2 things a day. But if you go to a dungeon for a day, that is all you're doing. On the local map, there are icons indicating where to hone your royal virtues, people who have requests, and where your followers are. Raising your royal virtues and strengthening your bonds with your followers is the key to attaining new archetypes. Use your free time wisely and strive to be the best version of yourself. Or the most kingly version of yourself, you could say. If an action will consume time, the choice will be marked with a clock symbol. Keep this in mind so you can plan your activities accordingly.
Hey there.
Hey, you got a sec? I was thinking, isn't Gran just huge? All this running from one end to another must be so tiring. So thinking, you got His Highness's sword, right? Maybe you could do something cool with it. Greece said that sword was forged with magla. With a little magic, I think I can make it float. That's what the prince used to do, remember? So let's give it a try. Picture levitating, then see if you can stand on it. This is the coolest shit ever. I think in an earlier episode I was trying to say, now I'm just imagining a Tony Hawk game where you're just riding a sword like a skateboard. Since you basically do that in game. Well, you can't do any tricks, but it's still pretty cool. While in safe areas like cities, only cities, press circle to hop on your blade and ride quickly through the area. You can increase your speed by holding R2.
We should go.
The first thing we need to do is head to the Grand Cathedral.
What's happened?
Reyes did it? No way. You're sure you're wrong. Now, that was quite a bit of info dumped on us, ladies and gents.
What's happened?
But, excuse me, but that is correct. We can ride on our damn sword in this game. How cool is that? I don't know why I love this so much, and funny enough, this game came out soon, like shortly after I started learning how to skateboard. So This felt so awesome to be able to do in game. We're going too far. I'm getting ahead of myself. So, we have a very busy day ahead of us. Now, the first thing we're going to want to do is talk to this man over here. A Mustari.
Can't see a
Oh, what shall I do? I cannot buy the medicine that my sick daughter needs. Medicine? Is it that expensive? Yes, it is, or to more accurately, it costs more than what a Mustari in the city is capable of earning. My daughter won't be long for this world if I can't get my hands on this medicine. My heart aches to see her so racked with cough. What if I buy it?
Yeah.
Our mission is our top priority, but it shouldn't take too much of our time to squeeze in a quick shopping trip and help him out.
You there?
What? Don't be ridiculous. We Mustari are treated poorly, but the people here hate the Elder even more. I've heard all the Elder are anathema to the Sanctus. The medicine can be purchased at a church, but I doubt they do business with you. Well, I have to try. Oh, it's a respiratory medicine called the Breath of Fresh Air. They sell it at the St. Firmus Church. I'm hesitant to get my hopes up, but should you somehow obtain it, please bring it to me.
If so...
St. Furnace Church should be on Sunlumeo Street. Think they'll sell some medicine?
Let's give it a shot.
So, as expected of an RPG, you can receive side quests from many of the NPCs throughout the world, but less calm citizens. It's much more humanizing. Anyways, Pagan's Dilemma. I need to purchase the Breath of Fresh Air, a medicine, and deliver it to the requester. It's apparently sold on St. Furnace Church on Sunlumeo Street in Gran. I only have 5 days. So, yeah. Some side quests also have deadlines as well. Rank 1, so this is basically one of the easiest quests in the game, and we get a rusted accessory and increase the tolerance. Take on request. I already explained that. However, keep in mind, for doing some side quests, you can even unlock new archetypes. Yeah, so make sure you're paying attention to the citizens around you. The harder the request, the greater the reward you can expect. You may be requested to slay certain monsters outside the city, for example. You can review requests you've already taken in the quest section of the main menu. Enemy difficulty is also noted there, so you don't have to tackle quests blindly. Some requests have time limits, like I explained. If you fail to complete a quest in the designated time, it will be marked expired. Unfortunately, like his daughter will be if we don't complete the quest. You can no longer acquire rewards for requests past the deadline, so keep an eye out on your quest. Your quest. You can review deadlines in the quest section of the main menu. Alright, so we definitely gotta keep this man in mind while we're doing our activities. Oh, I didn't even notice Stroll's here. What's up, buddy? My friend. God, I'd no worrying about won't solve anything, but I can't stop thinking about Maria's. Every time I see Maria's room or Fabian's face, I just can't shake the guilt. I feel the same way. I admit, I'm relieved to hear you say that. We're only beside him a short time, but we risked our lives together. We learned what's invaluable. Knowing that risk, he still became our ally. Still took us under his wing. Perhaps I saw something of my late father in him. Of the man who would put family first and country a very close second. Though they looked nothing alike. Still, I mustn't dwell on it. Koreas will want us to focus on what's ahead. And he would be right.
What's happened?
I agree. Oh shit, Hulkenberg. What's up, girl? I apologize for making you shoulder the burden of captaincy, but if you have the strength that the title demands, I trust you will do well.
So?
We cannot leave the Grand Cathedral in this current state. Shall we be off to it then, Alexandar? I have a lot of things to do. I see. Do not tarry over long then. Now, this man is going to become one of your greatest allies. Oh, him and a few more. The knowledgeable man. And then may I ask you one thing? Are y'all going to Gran Cathedral?
Why?
Hey, who told you that? Calm yourself. You don't need to be wary. Don't say a word about it to anyone else. On the contrary, I'd like to help you. Huh? I've got intel on the monsters in the Gran Cathedral, and you could always use more information, couldn't you?
What?
Information? I'm what some call an informant. I sell information, so how about it? Any interest in paying for knowledge? Informant. Buying intel gives you more than just what you heard from the informant. It has various effects, such as unlocking information about enemies in use in battle using analysis, so you'll know weaknesses and affinities before you even fight the enemies. Informants can be found skulking in taverns across Uchronia. Consider seeking them out, especially if you want hints about what to do next. You can view information you purchase in the item section of the main menu via the information panel. This man. Oh, it's not that expensive right now. But yeah, so basically, he sells items, which are basically just intel, Grand Cathedral status. Learn about the current state of the Regulus Grand Cathedral, according to reports, is teeming with monsters.
Hey!
If you sit on going to Grand Cathedral, be wary. I've heard that place is veritable den of monsters now. I must assume this is the work of that man, that necromancer. Just the thought of bones and corpses moving on their own sends a chill down my spine. I've heard they're weak to light magic. In addition, the skeletal ones are weak to physical blows. Let your fists fly and smack them around a bit. I also heard about a moving stone statue.
Just between us.
Couldn't tell you why, but there's statues in there that come to life. They're apparently immune to sword attack, so be careful. I've heard they're weak to wind, and if you're heading over there, keep light, wind, and weapons in your arsenal. That's all I know. I know little of your motives, but regardless, I hope you succeed. That man needs to be stopped to end this madness at the cathedral. I received a scrap of paper inscribed with the information I just heard. I'll put it away so I can check it later. That's right. This guy is so cool. He literally writes down all the info and gives you a copy of it. And you can, in fact, check on the whole paragraph in the inventory screen. It's awesome. As for my sources, well, that's privileged information. I can't tell you. Rest assured, they're highly reliable. Alright. Oh, let me know if you need anything else you want to hear about. I know the city like the back of my hand. I'll stay here a while, but my regulars haunt in the Honeybee Inn.
You're right.
It does sound like his information could be useful to us, but the Honeybee Inn? Shady-looking guy like him in a regular there? Now, I know that might seem a bit underwhelming right now. Oh, I could have just found the weaknesses myself and saved money. Later in the game, there's gonna be some gimmicks the enemy has, and he'll let you know about them. And it's gonna save your life. Trust me.
Whatever.
Oh, Ella the lad, going somewhere. Up to you, of course, but I wouldn't go anywhere near the Grand Cathedral if I was you. Remember has it Luis, you know that bloke, has sent his private army to occupy it. Unless you fancy losing your life, I want to get tangled up with that. Thanks for the tip.
No.
So, today, as it's apparent, we're going to be exploring the
You're not getting off the hook.
almost the entire city. Damn, people are yelling in my ear. Exploring the town, you travel instantly. Okay, basically you can fast travel the town. Very useful. We're basically going to be going all around town today. And today, well, and first up on the agenda is what I was trying to say, is Sunshade Row. Here in this street, you will find the weapon shop, the armory, the apothecary, the informant, and the magic shop. Quick word about the magic shop. Actually, we can just talk to a guy over here.
Idiot.
All my sight, filthy little elder.
Come on.
Someone's yelling from upstairs. Don't let it get to you. You haven't done anything wrong. Thanks, Gallica. But if we talk to this, oh, is it yeah. Hello, man. You, what better than you have a magic shop? Closed during the day anyway. Besides, this place lights may be numbered. Forget light Kaon. If the igniter shop zeroes in on you, it's the gallows for sure. I know the proprietary actually. Used to be an army doctor back in the day. I'm doing everything I can to get them to look the other way. Place is too good to be busted. Magic shop only opens at night. So, keep that in mind while doing your daily activities. Anyways, back to the map.
Alright then.
So, that's all the shops in the area. But what about the other icons on the map? Well, the book on the bottom left, that is Morse Academia. The furthest icon on the right, that's a Hush Honeybee Inn. Do not go there during the day. I am... Actually, let me try it. I think it's like similar to Persona rules, where if you try to go back during the day, it'll turn to night. Does it? Never mind.
Please, I'm just if you can help.
Cool, I've never seen this during the day. Well, yes, so that's the Hush Honeybee Inn. Now, the 2 crown icons. Those are locations where you can raise your royal virtues. Royal virtue. Wrong button. Royal virtues. Wait, is it... there we go. Help me. Here we go. The royal virtues. So, Alexandar has 5 virtues that he is going to need to raise throughout the entire game. These are courage, wisdom, tolerance, eloquence, and imagination. All of these are what a king needs to truly rule, or at least appear to. At the current moment, we have craven courage, naivety and wisdom, inflexibility and tolerance, tongue-tied and eloquence, and vapid imagination. Kid, we are gonna need to do some effing work, man.
Please, if you can help.
So, on the map,
All right then.
if we travel to the first icon down here, we see another Mustari man.
Oh,
Greetings, elder boy. We haven't seen many of your tribe in the royal capital, though. We're similar in that way. Have you heard of the Mustari tribe? We too are rarely seen in Gran tribe. The Mustari tribe?
see.
Of course, no, it's understandable. We rarely make ourselves known to the public after all. So then, any interest in our history and why we live our lives secluded and oppressed? I'll share if you'd like to know. Mustari history. Learning more about them may help us better support those in need, right? Understanding different cultures and viewpoints might improve my tolerance. That's going to take some time, so if you had other plans for today, let's come back another time. What do you want? Listen to him? Not today, man, sorry. I see. Well, it doesn't have to be today. I'm always here. So yeah, you can literally trade ideals with another tribe, member of another tribe, to literally build up tolerance with each other, to understand why each tribe has their viewpoint. Are you still? Zante, man, dropped his magla pouch around here and well. I'm a damn fool. I want to cash it immediately, but it ain't raining today. The worse the weather, the better conversion rate, so when the sun comes out, you'll be getting less. Yeah, sucks to suck. In an earlier episode, he was being racist against me, so... that's his just dessert. Ugh. Hey, did you hear that? Sound like a cry of pain. Somewhere nearby. Indeed. If you continue up to this precipice in pain... Hey, you there? You have any medicinal herbs? My stomach is killing me here. He's in pretty rough shape. A medicinal herb would go a long way. He has 6 of them. You want to give him one? Of course. Thank you. Oh, he talked for me.
You saved me.
I feel a little better. You're a kind one. People normally pay no mind to parasites like me, but you really helped me. Here, take this as thanks. A hero's incense. That was nice of you to make that man so happy. I hope he gets better. Honestly, fair trade. And plus, we help somebody in need, so even better. You there. You should be careful. There are reports of an idiot swindler around here. Wait, you're an elder! Ugh. Damn it, what's going on? Actually crawling with deviants. I wonder if that pompous man had anything to do with it. God, there's so much to talk about. I bet some of you are like, what the hell's a Nydia? Yeah, we'll get to that.
What you need?
So, how do you like your job? What are you staring at? Got no execution plans for the time being. Or do you be my job? Sorry, lad. I got no plans of stepping down. Took forever to work my way up to this job. Good for you. You get to kill people.
For that.
Ugh, you believe this freak? Not moved from that corpse for ages. Even that stink is worse than worse. Man sitting in anxiety. I think that's it. I don't know. I never said the word no matter what I ask him. You ask me, mindfolded folks like him might be creepier than the cadavers. Poor lad. So, we continue forward. What is up here? Oh, right. Guess another way to Sunlumeo Street. Oh, hey kid, what's up? Oi, you an Elda! Elda! Go away! If even kids are doing this, the adults are setting a terrible example. Go away, you Elda! Oh, God.
I'm just...
Clamad beggars. See more and more of them these days. They drifted in from some village that was attacked by a monster long ago. Yes, Hala was it? Some name like that. Regardless, the disgrace of the Clamad name. Christ, they don't even do anything to you, man. Over here's the Magla broker. I think I forgot to mention him. A mercenary! Oh ho! That sword on your hip. That's quite the beaut. You're a mercenary too. They sent out to Gran Cathedral or something. Yes, actually. Hang on there, I was kidding when I asked. You're serious? This ain't thought me desperate to resort to the help of an elder. Ugh. In that case, let me give you a word of advice. I know some soldiers who made it out of the Grand Cathedral alive. A great many were afflicted with malady and poison. You're really going there. Make sure you prepared yourself in a church or the general store. Turning soldier afflicted with malady and poison. Keep that in mind.
What'll I do?
That's one of the reasons I'm talking to all the NPCs today. So, over here is the smithy. Why don't we finally go in for once? Since we ignored it completely yesterday.
What is it?
It's a dangerous world out there. Always better to have a weapon or two by your side. To be honest, I prefer an igniter, but those are priced beyond the means to an average commoner.
Hello there.
Good afternoon, sir. Oh ho! I don't see a customer of your tribe here very often. Browse at your leisure, though. Your tribe dealings are your own. Thank you. Finally, somebody who's not disgusted at the sight of an Elda. Yeah,
Now then.
I'm petty. I'm keeping Gorlio's apple, man.
Now then.
Yeah, still got a lot to sell.
Now then.
Damn.
Now then.
Dude, we're rich! Killing that dragon was totally worth it. Anyways,
What do you think?
in order to get the most out of your weapon, consideration must be paid to its type. For example, sword/enemies, while lances pierce them. If you're familiar with the characteristics of a weapon, even the simplest of attacks may turn the tide. A weapon's affinity can decide the victor before a blow's ever struck. For a true warrior, this is all common knowledge, but since so many these days rely on igniters and skip the fundamentals, I figured I'd refresh your memory, just to be safe. Yes, that is very, very true. Every weapon in this game has its own physical affinity. Swords and the like have slashing, staffs and maces have striking, I say bludgeoning because that's basically what it is, and lances have piercing, and so do other weapons, but we'll see those on a later date. Now, I still, seriously, the best greatsword in here is outclassed by the one we picked up by the dragon, and we're about to go upgrade it tomorrow. Ooh, Lance might do only 25 plus. We're fine. By the way, before we head out though, I need to explain something very important. You may be looking at this and be thinking, I don't really ever need to buy a staff for the mage or a mace for the healer because I'm going to be doing magical attacks anyways. I don't need them because I'm not doing physical damage. No, you still need to upgrade your weapons, even for those magical classes. You want to know why? Both healing and magical attacks are affected by the weapon you have equipped. So basically, the stronger the weapon you have equipped, the stronger your healing and magic are going to be as well. It boggles me that they did that. Honestly, I like that a lot. Hit the mic, sorry. I like that a lot because honestly, it makes sense. Do you think the starting staff of a literal stick is going to be as good as a pristine magical staff with like engravings in it that boosts its power? Of course not. It's going to be more effective. The thing is, I only realized that by like halfway through the game, and I was like, why is my magic so subpar? It should be doing about as much as the physical damage.
What'll I do?
And plus, I made Alexandar a magic build my first playthrough as well, so I was just so confused until I watched a YouTube video, and they're like, oh, by the way, this. I'm like, what? Didn't even realize that.
You're not getting off the hook for that.
Anyways, here's the armory. I can't find a piece of armor that properly fits the contortions of my body. Well, what a disgrace. Wait, contours, sorry. Good afternoon, ma'am. And hello, my star. Now that's a rare sight. Well, I'll say no more if you've the money to pay. Thank you, miss.
What is it?
I'm sure I don't need to tell you, but there's no wisdom in buying the first piece of armor that happens to be within your budget. That may be reasonable when dealing with clothing or shoes, but not defensive gear. It's best to prioritize armor that suits your needs and body. If you're still acting like some spoiled glamour and come back in here complaining and demanding a return for armor that doesn't fit, I swear I'll ban you. Huh? It'd be bad for us if we get banned from here. In any case, we should put some consideration into the compatibility between our armors and archetypes. That's very, very true. I'll make this as simple as I can make it. There are 3 types of armors, not including gear. We're just strictly talking about armor here. There is, let's say, armor, casual clothes, and robes. Armor is like iron mail, chainmail. Basically, any plated armor can be worn by users of archetypes like the warrior knight. It's essentially, imagine the roles of people who would wear armor, and those are the kinds of archetypes that would wield them. Casual clothes like a Gran jacket can be worn by any archetype, any at all. If they have this simple shirt symbol, any archetype can wear it. Don't worry about that. Usually though, they're more like mediocre, like this has much less defense than that, so keep that in mind. And now robes can only be worn by mages and healers and any other strictly magical class. Like, I don't know why, but hey, that's just a thing. And again, you can tell what kind of armor it is based on its symbol. That's plated armor, that's casual, and that's robe. Simple as that. Now gear is basically similar. Just honestly, just do reasoning, like basically a wizard hat. Of course the magical class are going to be able to wield it or wear it, but the other ones, it seems like any of the classic can use it, like iron gauntlets and silver greaves. So it can be a bit finicky at times with gear, but for armors, plain and simple. I'm going to wait until a certain day to buy a bit of armor from here, just so we can make our lives a tad bit easier. Now up here, before we head into the apothecary, right here.
Excuse me.
Excuse me, you're on the elder tribe, yes? Have you had any negative experiences while here in town? Why do you ask? Because many people in this town use tribal differences and the excuse to do the most outrageous things. I'm part of a group working to help people whose tribal origins make them a target for harassment. We exist in cities other than the Gran, of course. Right now, we're collecting funds for a cause. But this cause doesn't seem to interest many people, so we haven't been able to raise much money. It truly pains me to ask this from an elder like yourself, but if you just find it in your heart to donate to us, just 250 reeve or so, that alone could save one person from dire circumstances. You know what? Sure. This seems like a great cause. Thank you. I swear I'll use your donation the best that I can. I don't believe it. You really donated. Are you interested in our activities? If you don't mind, could I discuss this more with you? There are many who support this cause. I know I'm doing the right thing, but reality is so discouraging.
Gonna be tough.
Looks like she's serious about helping out where she can, but she seems kind of down. Maybe we could cheer her up. Successfully encouraging the activists may help to hone my eloquence too. What do you think? Should we attempt to encourage her? Let's not. Oh, I see. Sorry for suddenly getting all fired up about it. But I'll still make the rounds here in the future, so if you don't mind, let's talk again sometime.
What can I do?
The thing is, every time you do eloquence with her, you'll have to pay her another 250. So keep that in mind when you're hanging out with her. Again, it's not that much money, but you're gonna be mostly broke during the main game. So again, keep it in mind.
Yeah?
The medicine here is more expensive than the next store. Does it really work any better? Maybe I should buy both and compare. And I'd be furious if there's no difference.
And what is it you want?
I have a large variety of goods, so browse at your leisure.
Oh,
The varieties are not bad, eh?
undertake.
All these jars just do make it a little cramped, though, I suppose. You can hear the little bugger scurrying away to find new homes. I'm sorry, but please bear with me while I clean things up. So, at the apothecary, or general store, you can buy medicine, surprise, surprise. However, to do so, a few extra things. This we'll buy later. So we have medicinal herb, medicine. Now we have expensive medicine. A concoction of rare herb restores 200 HP to one ally. Very nice. Revival medicine. A robust remedy. Powerful antitoxin made from the blood of a venomous snake. Cures poison to an ally. Vitamin relaxant. A new remedy for sudden nerve ailment. Cures paralysis for one ally. Slapstick fan. A good whack. Cure charm for one ally and is hilarious to boot. It is kind of funny. This is basically your go homes of the game. Ariane's thread. Essential for exploring precarious regions. Use to return to the dungeon entrance, and stunning arrow. A blow dart dipped in nerve poison. May inflict paralysis on one enemy. Could be useful, but meh. Again, I'll buy stuff on a later date. Trust me, I won't go into the dungeon before we do shopping.
What are you playing at?
Just checking my surroundings. An elder, huh? I've been to the other Grand Cathedral. And a ferry escort. What noble family have you absconded from? We were just passing by. We aren't anyone's servants or captives. Can you stop trying to pick a fight with us? Go now, I don't know. Try any phony business, I'll show no mercy. Jerk.
Awful.
Is this it?
Ugh, damn bloody noble. Can't believe he's making me go to the mausoleum. Not like I can go searching unless that necromancer's caught. Stupid noble half-wit. We might have to deal with that at future date. A lot of soldier we could talk to here too.
Ridiculous.
Ugh, what in the world is that soldier grumbling on about? Can he get concentrate on guarding? The soldier morale's low, and it's so low that they got outwitted by Louise. Now look at things, disgraceful. Well, Louise is a very intimidating man. I don't blame you too much for getting caught, or not catching him, but at the same time, like, damn, do y'all's jobs. That soldier tried to bring down Louise, going to be branded criminal for it. Why would he be? Look at him as Louise made a royal funeral. And he all but publicly declared he took the king's life with his own two hands. It was a soldier trying to take revenge on a king-slaying traitor. He should get a statue, if anything. True enough, I suppose. They only want to think of the man as a common criminal. They're not the only one. All the soldiers supporting Louise left Gran on his fancy Skyrunner. There's to say all the booths get left in Gran, myself included. Ugh, I hate Louise's guts. I just hope that if the poor man left any family behind, that they're taken care of. Oh, you can see the effect Grimm had on all the civilians here. He was a really good man. Alright, so
Alright then.
this is Religast Grand Cathedral. I'd rather say Grand Cathedral District, it makes more sense to me. Here, there's actually some interesting shops. We have the Recruitment Center. Right to the left of me, a little Mustari stall selling some interesting goods. We have the King's Rock by the ruined area, and then 3 shops. It's a water shop, a butchery, and a spice stall. So first up, this Mustari man.
You there?
Young lad, or young man, have you some interest in the shop's wares? Don't presume this is just some paltry Mustari shop. From the Malnova archipelago to Montario, we've wares from all over the country. The costs of they reflect that fact, accordingly. However, We have all sorts of things from gear with the power to heal to food stuff to, well, nothing you want in your kitchen. What do you mean by the last bit? This place is a little suspicious. You want to buy something anyways? Yes, actually. A soothing sweet monthly.
Talk.
A baked sweet that eases your anxiety when eaten. Is that what you want? By the way, you have none right now. You buying? Yes, please. Oh, you got a sharp eye and good taste. You come again if you're so inclined. This cures anxiety.
You there?
We meet again, young man. We still have plenty of goods and things from across the land. Interested? What about that mallet you have in the back? You said that hitting an opponent with this will make them forget things. Right now you have 0. Thoughts? I'll take it. Sharp eye and good taste as always. Do come again. Thanks, man. And this is similar to the dart we saw in the apothecary. Basically just throw it at an enemy and they'll get inflicted with forget, which will basically not allow them to use any special skills. Why hasn't the army stormed the cathedral yet? There's still deuce and count left trapped inside. I'm afraid if Hate's invasion will only lead to more casualties. I'll stay down to the church and must advocate for benefactors.
The royal guard is sloppy, aren't
You know, you're whispering, but I can still hear y'all, right? So, the water shop.
you? Stop that at once.
Oh, the water shop. Glorious. That cathedral bringing in more people. You there, why don't you buy some of our water?
Fancy a chat?
It's not just any old water, you know. You'll find some clean well water anywhere else. My husband gone through loads of trouble bringing it back here, so don't say it's overpriced. Fair enough, fair enough. So, she does in fact sell pristine clear water. I'll take 3, please. And, fruit cordial. A mildly sweet beverage made up of water diluted fruit juice. Restored 30 MP to 1 ally. Get all 3. Now, here's the thing. Essentially, there will be a water merchant in every town, and they'll all sell fruit cordial. And 3 of them. And only 3 of them. This is all the fruit cordial we can buy from this merchant for the rest of the game. We just gotta find a new one to buy from them as well.
Cheers.
Thank you. Our water is prized as drinking water, but it's used for cooking as well. If you ever get a chance to cook somewhere, I should try using this. That reminds me. I had a friend who brought me to this cafe and basically had me like drink their water. Their other drinks are good, but he wanted me to drink their water because apparently it's the cleanest water he's ever drank. Is like his favorite water ever. I'm like, are you crazy, dude? Like, and then I got a cup. It's a tad bit overpriced, but I got a cup and I drank it. I'm like, okay, it's clean. But I feel like if I ran through this through like 3 filters, I'd get the same result. He's like, nah, man, they do something to the water. It's just so good. I'm like, it's just water, man. Anyways. Ugh, I can't stand this. Protecting the Gran Cathedral from Louis is just impossible. There's no way. Not just Louis that's tough. The private army elite has an elite force of warriors as well. They're called the White Clad. Gotta be honest, I admire them a bit, but this is something else. How do we hope to compete against Louis? What's interesting is that soldier who brought the revived Grius to us, he was dressed in all white as well. Serving Louis, we can expect that to be a White Clad. Oh hey, where are you going? Out of the way, Elda! I need to hurry and get the hell away from here. What are you dallying around for? Get this character away from Gran Cathedral. Even Galacus. Not impressed. Yeah, why are you scowling, man? Damn it, this is the worst. Looks like there's some bugs in the spices. You can already picture the Glamarda gear of mine all red in the face, screaming at me. Looks like I'll be down a customer from here on. Ugh. Bugs in the spices. Let's go to a better spice shop. Right over here. Ooh, is that cumin in the back? Hey, can I get a bit of cumin? Are you interested in my shop's herbs? I'm sorry to break it to you, but I can't sell it to you. No. Before you get the wrong idea, let me show you, it's not a matter of tribe. I got a limited stock and only sell to my regulars. Okay, I respect it now. I was about to say, is it cause I'm Elden? But no. He's just a businessman. Over here is the butchery. Hello. The whole cathedral business has brought in a lot of customers. I had no choice but to stay open, so what do you have?
Actually,
I used to think meat was only cooked at home or shops, but these gauntlet runners that rich folks drive around have kitchen in them apparently. Gauntlet runners. like to try riding one someday. Bleh. He sells Bidu meat. Bird meat that has been modified to increase its edible area. That is literally what they do in real life. A cooking ingredient, 3 of these, and I'm not joking. My thanks, we pride ourselves on our meat's quality. Cook it right and you'll have a fine meal on your hands. So, chicken you eat is not actually chicken. Basically, well, that's more because we bred so many chickens that they're literally, the meat had just gone down in quality. But let's say bananas, that's easy. I forgot the actual breeds, but basically there was originally one breed of bananas, but it just got ripe so quickly they had to make a new breed of bananas that would last longer during shipment and would actually be semi-green by the time it reached stores. Like, people have been doing this for a long time, so honestly that description of the bird meat doesn't surprise me. Anyways, this man, pretty important. Ugh, disgust me, I'll use the state army as seeing the decibel at the Grand Cathedral won't be resolved anytime soon. I wager they don't even know what to do with that human corpse. Perhaps they should dissolve the army before worrying about the mage academy. The mage academy shut down. I don't know why myself. One day researchers like me had jobs there, and next we didn't. We were robbed of our homes. No thanks to the church is meddling. All this prejudice against elder like you, it's their doing too. No. They must have some motive, if you ask me. Let's speak with a kinder soul under the church's heel. Like this. Like you to have as good luck. Magla pill. An extra 20 MP. Thanks, man. And honestly, literally he recognized that just the church itself is the reason to blame for a lot of this tribalism. And we're about to go see an example of it. Since we are going to look at the recruitment center king drop at a later date. Oh, and by the way, that hallway is the dungeon. We're going there another day. Ba-da-da-da.
Damn it all. Alright.
On Sunlumeo Street, we have the church to our right, the igniter shop to our left. All the way by the entrance is a tavern, somewhere where we can raise imagination, and by the igniter shop, somewhere where we can raise our wisdom. Nowhere we can really raise our courage yet, but that's fine.
Think I'll forget.
That soldier is behaving most suspiciously. He keeps staring at me from across the street, just menacingly. He's supposed to be keeping watch over the igniter shop, but what do you hope to accomplish by fixing his gaze upon a fellow guard? This fellow's most suspicious. He keeps staring at me. Huh. Oi! Why the fuck you staring? I feel like that soldier across the street keeps looking at me. He's been doing it for a while now. He's a guard for the church. He's probably vibrating. Did I do something wrong? How many of y'all actually knew this existed? Because oh, sorry man. I found this the first day in game and I thought it was hilarious, and I still do. Alright, let's head into the church.
This I
Ugh, inviting an elder into the church at a time like this. The sanctor shall know that even holy beneficence has its limits. Should I not be here? Obviously not! Very present here goes against our doctrine. It's sacrilege. Scripture tells an elder are a dangerous tribe. They are the inheritors of a treacherous magic that undermines the tenets of sanctism. The church offers charity to the people, but the truly devout know that the elder are not people. Leave this place at once. Be quick about it.
What?
Hey, I'm more than happy to leave you to your hate if that's what your church teaches. Let's get what we came for and be on our way. Now let's seek to undermine sanctism.
Closure.
Not today. I see that you're an elder. I'll not turn you away if you come with a purpose, however. I do hope you'll keep it brief.
Excuse me.
Thanks, I think. Anyways, we're the type of medicine called breath of fresh air here. Breath of fresh air, you say? We typically only make the particular remedy available to those who have accepted elected sanctism. But let it be known that we practice generosity. By special exception for an elder, we may demonstrate your sincerity by purchasing it for 500 Eve. For an elder? You're raising the price because of his tribe? Surely, we'll not expect your vulgar tribe to stand as equals among the blessed. Our teaching forbid it, thus, I ask you to demonstrate your sincerity. Their mind don't even sell that is. Give them to use taboo. Appreciate and show gratitude more than words of protest. Huh? Now, how may I assist you? So, you can get Bombs of Life, Ailment Absolution, cures malady for an ally. Keep that in mind. Thrilling Tentibulator. I never read that. What the fuck? Tentibulator. Anyways, that cures sleep. Tranquilizer. A spoonful of this liquid medicine can quell the most violent of tempers, cures rage. Oh, it's a bell. That's what Tentibulator is. Ailment, that's holy water. Purified tea cake? A fucking tea cake? Yeah, cures hex, I'll take it. And Furnace Ointment, a specialty of St. Furnace Church. We already have some of those. Now, the breath of fresh air is said to cure diseases of the lung and make breathing easier. Supply is scarce and is sold only to Sanctus. Give me that before he changes his mind. Now, we have a few items that we could purify.
Let us share our fate.
Judging by the sword upon your hip, I take you are a warrior. You carry armaments with hidden potential, I can purify them for you. However, no matter how sincere you may be, you're still an elder. You must demonstrate a basic understanding of sanctism if you expect my cooperation. If my wisdom was informed, second level, I could ask the church to purify my equipment. Purifying equipment! Certain equipment can be taken to a church and purified, after which it is born anew with enhanced capabilities and new spectral effects. You can unlock the purify function by raising the wisdom royal virtue. The equipment that can be purified with will be noted in the item description. The phrase Rodure contains lost, ancient words within. Now cast your eyes downward and put your hands to your face to pay respect and bear your soul before God. Praying while covering both eyes with both hands? I feel like not being able to see anything would make me more anxious. More anxious, you say? Very interesting. We got the breath of fresh air. Take it back to Sunshade Row. No, what's messed up to think about? I didn't even notice you. A Mustari can't even earn 500 Reeve, and we're sitting on a few thousand already. Hell, what Gloomoth sells for like 240, 260.
Close your eyes.
So what work is this man doing that he can't even afford that amount of Reeve for the damn church?
That's terribly
Stubborn little stained. What do you think you're doing here? Off with you already. You're blight on a fair city. Suppose no surprise your ears don't work properly when all these undesirable creeps into our streets. Dude, you're a jerk. And that is the same tribe Grius is, yeah. Okay, we'll check out the bar on a later day, since it'll go along with the topic bars. But over here, there's a little chatty elderman. Oh my, it's out of fairy, I see. A real fairy? Well, I'll be!
Sure,
Look, I know I'm rare, but do we need to make such a big deal of it? I should explain, my family has something of a history with fairies. As a boy, my parents would even tell me stories about fairies before bed. Would you care for me to tell you one? So you grew up on fairy tales. No wonder you got fairies on the mind. If I listened to the man's tale, my imagination would improve. What do you think? Want to listen to the elderly gentleman's story? Sorry, man, I'm a bit busy. I'd certainly not force you. Let me know if you ever get curious, though. Now, up here, across the street by the Igniter shop. Oh, would you look at that? It's that shady lady we talked to on our first day here. And now it appears she's an Igniter merchant. Of the very shop she's in front of. I remember you. Seems I was right about you not being a local. I heard the rumors. I suppose it suggests you and Grius were working together. Huh? Wait, how did you know that? Must have been the same informant as the one we were talking to earlier. I own a magic igniter shop, and I do have some sway the residents of Sunshade Row. But you needn't worry I've no intention of turning you in. In exchange for my discretion, though, for the back of a better word, would you be willing to do a job for me?
What?
What job?
Yes.
A dangerous one, shall we say. I imagine a colleague of Grimm's would likely have the skill and discretion required, however. Perhaps I'd look elsewhere, and then realize how young you were on first glance. I prefer to work with someone who already understands how the world works, to some degree. Too much risk otherwise. Don't want your death in my conscience. Proving your virtue. With a retort that demonstrates your royal virtues, you gain the upper hand and win new supporters. So she can be a new follower. Consider the type of ruler you'd like to be and respond well when someone questions your capabilities. This lady owns the igniter shop, right? I bet the pay would be decent. Might be worth taking a job if it's nothing too crazy. At least describe the job. That's what I like to say, but I don't want the wisdom to assess the danger for myself. If my wisdom was informed, rank 2, I'd be able to judge if I could handle it. I'm going to be held liable for putting that child in danger. This conversation's over.
Right?
Shame. We can't even ask her about it. Hey, just a thought here, but she's not really seeing you, is she? Not that she thinks you're a bad guy, but she's absolutely defining you by your tribe and age. So if we can get her to see you as an actual person, I feel like she'd tell us more. I bet we make an impression we helped other people around town. Let's see if there's anything we can do for the people here. I bet that'll help you get better at setting yourself apart, too. I'll gather information for you. If you're ever unsure about anything, just ask. Just don't forget, we still have something to do at the Grand Cathedral too. Got it? Got it, yada yada. We'll talk about that bench in a second.
This I can.
But one more person we gotta go talk to.
What on earth are you doing?
This Nydia over here. You're Nydia? Okay, I can barely tell he's a Nydia. If you look at his eyes, they're bright blue and sort of big. These overworld models can be a bit lacking in some areas. Anyways, Anelda. Sorry, but would you mind keeping your distance from... Oh wait, are you perhaps the Elda who's frequently the Hush Honeybee Inn of late? Am I that famous?
Brandon.
Well, for better or for worse, your tribe certainly stands out, but more importantly, your reaction gave you away. You do frequent the Honeybee. You see, I work in a very high-end hotel as an apprentice cook, but so far I've been entrusted with are chores. My dream is to become a 5-star chef. To that end, I've been researching the various cuisines of the city, and the Hush Honeybee Inn has caught my nose, if you will. Nose to the eye. I like your... Joe? Punniness? I don't know. Your smarts. I made the mistake of telling my superiors I wanted to go, but they stopped me cold. I've learned to cook from a parapet. It will damage our kitchen's reputation, they said. They told me if I ever get caught foot in Sunshade Row, I'd be fired on the spot. I'm an idiot. He doesn't even trust me. We'll talk about Nydias later. The same tired prejudice. Nydias are large sheet. Oh, never mind. And so on. If it's not too much trouble, can I ask for your help with something? I'd like you to go help out with the cooking at Hush Honeybee, and then report back to me about what it was like. The whole catch is my employer has some high priority guests coming soon, so if possible, I'd like you to get back to me by June 19th.
Please.
I like to learn about the ingredients, what the kitchen's like, and of course the taste of the food. Naturally, I'll make it worth your while. What do you say? Sure, I can do that.
Thank you much.
Oh, thank you so much. You're truly kind, agreeing to help out a stranger you only just met. I'll finally know what makes that kitchen tick.
Let's give it a shot.
Help the Hush Honeybee I need to help out at the Hush Honeybee Inn on Sunshade Row. You can do that in the evening. In Gran for the man who wants to research cooking. Apparently the Hush Honeybee is always busy at night. Now, you see one of the rewards? Increases wisdom.
Come on.
Just like that, you're agreeing to help that guy? I suppose Fabian has helped us a lot, so it wouldn't hurt to pay her back by helping in the kitchen. But I heard the Hush Honeybee Inn is really busy at night. So when the sun sets, let's ask Fabian what we can do to help. So,
What on earth are you doing?
what if I told you that we can rank up wisdom in just one day? Well, with 1 day's worth of actions. Let me explain. So this is where you'll be increasing your wisdom.
Something up?
Why not take a breather? There's a nice view and it's important to stop and smell the roses, you know? Besides, watching how people in Gran live might broaden your horizons. We're finally gonna be spending our time, ladies and gents. It only took an hour. If I spend some time gazing at the scenery, my wisdom should be broadened. So what's the plan? Care to take a short break? Let's take a break.
Okay.
Alright, then it's decided. So, to increase your wisdom in 1 day's worth of actions, simply come to this bench. Seriously. The streets are packed, but at least it's not as huge of a crowd as the royal funeral had. Sure, they have a bunch of nobles on main streets and around the Grand Cathedral. I see some Kamar, Wrong is Greece, that's right. And even some Ishkia. Or is it Ishkia? I forget. Well, if we head to the back streets, you'll see more Parapus. Guess what? That's what Classified looks like. And then there's you, the only Elda in town. It's crazy how people will say the most vile things right to your face. Let it get it to me. Let it get. It doesn't really bother me. That's very strong of you, but if anything does get under your skin, make sure you speak up. Let's not hide anything from each other, okay?
Well?
Personally, I don't really see much differences among the tribes, but I bet a lot of people disagree with me there. Gazing out of the sights of the capital with Galaga makes me feel like I've broadened my wisdom.
Alright.
2 points to wisdom. Hey, it didn't rank up. Trust me, we're doing a process here. It will rank up tomorrow, by the way. But this is the first of 2 steps that we need to do to be able to rank it up. I hear a voice.
Within thee.
Thy presence glow comes from one of the splendid virtues already dwelling within thee.
Brilliant.
This glow serves thee best as the kind kindling to inflame thy followers' trust in thee. Gather the royal virtues and fulfill thy destiny. Got it. Improving royal virtues. Character measured by 5 royal virtues, each of which can be increased in various ways. Holding the royal virtues, courage, wisdom, tolerance, eloquence, imagination will help you solve your followers' problems and improve your relationship with them. Yeah. Improve your virtue by working, aiding people, testing courage, try talking with Gallica for ideas. She knows a lot about the town and can give you more information. Gallica and I headed home while discussing the people and stories we passed along the way. And that was our action for today. Now it's night, and we already have a plan for how we're going to spend the evening. Spending time at night. On days you don't visit a dungeon, you'll have enough energy left for activities at night. You can visit followers that are only available at night, or hone your royal virtues. Gallica might have advice on what to do at night. Back to the Hush Honeybee Inn.
Please, if you could help.
So, another way to improve tolerance is tell Fabian.
Yeah.
We always get flooded. We always get a flood of guests at night. Looks like it's going to be another hectic one. If you're free, could you lend me a hand with preparing food? I'd like to help out. Feel free to use the kitchen as you please. If you have the ingredients, I can show you how to make red grass roasted bedu. Seems like Fabian's having a hard time. She's done a lot for us, so the least we can do is return the favor and help her out when we can. If I help Fabian prepare food, my tolerance should improve.
That reminds me.
Oh, that reminds me. There's someone who wanted to know what it'd be like to helping with the cooking here. We should knock out 2 birds with 1 stone. Should we help Fabian out? Oh, that's too bad. Please take care not to overwork yourself too hard. Sorry, I just wanted to show. The informant said he'd be hanging out in the Hush Honeybee Inn. He does. He's right here by the fireplace. What is it that you want to know? Ingredients of Gran Trad.
Hey!
There's a lot of ingredients available in Gran Trad, but if you want to cook something then, the butcher sells bedu meat, and there are other shops that sell red grass. The water shop sells pristine clear water. Well, same as any other city, really. And memory serves, I heard something about being able to make a dish from Fabian's hometown. Why not try it out? See if a scrap of paper inscribed with the information I just heard, I'll put it away so I can check it later. Now, the secret of the red grass shop.
Just between us.
There's a stall at the market in front of the Grand Cathedral that sells red grass. You know, the herb that Fabian uses in a certain dish of hers. Matter of fact, red grass originates from the region where you're also find Fabian's hometown. Not that far from Gran Trad, but the herb is difficult to find here. For that reason, the shop owner only sells it to his trusted regulars. Any stranger who tries to buy is likely to get shooed away.
Very nice.
Well, you're no stranger, are you? You're no Fabian, of course, and you're also an acquaintance of Grius. So, if that's what you're after, try mentioning that to the shopkeeper. Get on the list of regulars of his, and you'll be able to obtain a fairly valuable ingredient. And I got the paper. So,
Alright then.
now, if we head back to Religus Grand Cathedral. Alright then, so once you reach the Grand Cathedral Plaza, you'll just want to ride your sword all the way back down to the spice stall and inform them about Grius and Fabienne.
Oh there.
Good evening, sir. You interested in these herbs here? Sorry, but I only sell to my regulars. Do you know Grius by any chance? Grius, don't tell me. Are you the one that's been hanging around the Honeybee Inn lately? One of his friends? Truly. I come from the same town as Fabian, so Grius and I met a long time ago. That man helped me countless times. I was quite sad to hear of his passing, though. I think that deep down I always knew that things within would end up this way. Anyways, I'm gonna pause to turn away friend Agria, so were you looking at some of my red grass? Buy as much as you want. It's only 50 reeb a piece, or 4 for 500. I'll take 4 for 500 piece. Red grass seems like a useful cooking ingredient. You have 0 right now. What do you want to do? Give me the bundle. Great, for red grass then. Thank you kindly for your generosity. Feel free to come again anytime. Thank you.
Ridiculous.
Riding a sword looks like somebody wants attention. That's right. Give me all the attention. I want it.
Stinking believable.
Oh, I completely forgot about this lady. Okay. Pit stop, and then we'll make a second pit stop before ending for the night. So, over here is an Ishkia artist.
Dear me!
My oh my, an elder! And one with such beautiful eyes at that. And my painting caught your eye. If so, you'd better take some of my parents. But I do apologize. All my works here were commissioned by nobility. What can I offer? Aside from my paintings, I sell glasswork as well. Even the sanctors buy them to decorate their churches. My glasswork protects its owner from all manners of misfortune, including illness. Just carrying it will place you under God's protection.
If you
And best of all,
to help.
I sell them all at a price even commoners can afford. So what do you say? The Vitality Pendant. A bit pricey, about half of our profit right now. However,
Can we talk?
glasswork that protects against malady. But that's not what I call cheap. You have 0 right now, what do you think? Honestly, let's get it.
Thank
Why not?
you kindly.
And here you are. Please come by again if you'd like more glasswork. It is really pricey. This is an uncommon item, so that's interesting. If you're short on cash or you really want to save your money or buy something else, you don't have to buy it. Trust me, it's better to save money and buy something you actually want. But for me,
What now?
I never really got this during my gameplay, so I thought, why not get it now? I'll give it to Hulkenberg. Where is it? So at least we don't have to worry about malady on one of our party members. Trust me, it's gonna pop up a lot in this next dungeon. And I don't think I've seen you around either. Good man, you hungry at all? I'm proud of the food we sell. Our food's sure to pick you up when you're feeling off. Well, I'll be getting the hang of making all this, so truth be told, I haven't sold very much, but I think I stave off your hunger at least. Well, isn't he an honest one? But it's true, fighting takes a lot of energy. It's probably wise to eat a good meal beforehand. Exactly, mate! You got to make sure you're not running about on an empty stomach. So how about it? You want to buy something? Blue cheese.
Can we talk?
He said he couldn't guarantee the taste, but maybe it'll improve your health a little? You don't have any right now. What's the plan?
Thanks.
Why not? What you like, my good man? Come back anytime, yeah? Blue cheese. What does this do? I never picked this up either.
What now?
So, truth be told, holy shit. That ain't bad at all. Certain merchants attempt at a dairy product popular among the gentry. Restore 150 HP to one ally. That's really, really good because even like medicine, which restores 100 HP, it's 140 reef. This guy. Oh, sorry. Well, I'm sorry, mate. I really am. Since I didn't prepare enough to meet the man, would you mind coming back tomorrow?
Shaft.
So we can pick up a cheese every night that is basically almost a full heal for us right now. That's fantastic. Wow. Damn. Okay. So, we're about to close out the evening. However, we need to run a quick little errand. Remember the golden beetles, or the golden beetle we picked up back at the campsite on the first night meeting Grias? Well, there are a few around the city I want to pick up real quick. First up
Just awful.
is one that can easily be missed if you're not too observant around the environment. Oh, sorry, Purpose. Man. I feel like that was insensitive to say. Ooh. You okay? Anyways, right behind this stairwell is a golden beetle. There's an insect emitting a strange light. I obtained a gold beetle. I say golden because I feel like it's a better title. And the second one you can pick up is really quick and easy. Go to Comfort Concoction, the apothecary. And you're probably thinking, oh, the one behind the pots over here? No. I'm gonna be honest, we have to wait about 2 months to get that beetle. Yeah, it's kind of infuriating. However, in these spices, ooh, why is this one glowing? I obtain a gold beetle. Man, that's disgusting. You're the only apothecary I trust in town, so it's fine. Let me check my notes. Check.
What can I
Later. And ooh, the last one we can pick up for the night was a building I wanted to keep off until a later episode, but we can go pick it up now while ignoring the rest of it. So, if we head back to the Gran Cathedral Plaza, okay, and make our way back to the recruitment center. We gotta keep our heads down or else they're gonna find out we're alive. So we gotta be sneaky. Don't worry, we don't actually have to be, but flavor. Make things interesting. Look, they try to approach the front
Wait a
desk.
second.
Hey now, hide your face. We don't want any soldier nosing you. Sheesh, I recognize your face. If word gets out that you survived, things might get dicey for us. Okay, damn. Well, back in this hallway over here. I mean, in this hallway over here. Aha. There's the gold beetle. So it's the one cool to the left of the entrance. Yoink. And that is all the golden beetles we can pick up right now. So we don't have to worry about that for 2-3 days. We might, if we can, we might make a trip somewhere. Just for the fun of it. But also no, it's because it's gonna make the dungeon 10 times easier. What is it? Well, you'll figure it out. So, after doing all of that, now we just gotta make our way back to Fabian's place.
Just awful.
I normally fast travel all the time, so it doesn't give me the opportunity to just casually ride on the sword. Wait a minute, look at the Gallica. Oh my gosh, she's barely holding on. What if I go faster? Like, y'all see her on my shoulder, right? Okay, hold on tight. Oh no, she just flies off. Oh, poor girl. Did you see that? Wait, she was scrambling to get on. Look.
No.
Like she was kicking her feet and wings just to be able to reach us. We'll talk to her in the morning. That's fucking hilarious. See? That's the perk of just not fast traveling everywhere. You get see all the details and everything. Anyways, good evening, Fabian. I'm back. We always had a flood of guests tonight. Looks like it's going to be another hectic one. If you're free, could you lend me a hand with preparing food? If you'd like to help out, feel free to use the kitchen as you please. If you have the ingredients, I can show you how to make red grass roasted bedew. Seems like Fabian's having a hard time. She's done a lot for us, so the least we can do is return to favor and help her out when we can. If I help Fabian prepare food, my tolerance should improve.
That reminds me.
Oh, that reminds me. There's somebody who wanted to know what's like cooking in the kitchen here. Not two birds, that was one stone. So, if you help Fabian out normally or cook the red grass roasted bedew, those will both work as helping out in the kitchen and you will complete the mission. However, if you make red grass roasted bedew, you get the actual item too. And it's pretty nice. Looks like you have all the right ingredients to make red grass roasted bedew. let's get you prepped and into the kitchen, shall we? Alrighty.
Next up is...
Let's see here. A red grass roast, right? No problem. Fabian taught us all the ins and outs of this recipe.
Oh, right!
How about we make a few tweaks to the dish while we're at it? No. Let's stick to the recipe. I think we should stick to the original recipe. She did teach us it after all. It's basically like her secret recipe. It'd be rude to change it now.
Exactly.
That's fair. I suppose it's Fabian's signature dish, and she was kind enough to teach us how to make it. Galka and I poured our hearts into preparation. A delicious aroma wafts through the room.
You did it!
Oh, we really did a good job with this one. Are you secretly some kind of master chef, Alexander? Looks like I did a good job helping out. I feel like my tolerance improved.
All right.
And that's 3 points to tolerance. That's gonna take a while to level up. Oh well. And we get some red grass roast of dough as a little prize. Well, good night, ladies and gents. I continued to help out as the night went on. Alright, someone wanted to hear more about the honeybee. I should visit the young man on Sunlumeo Street.